What's going on, guys? Tim Odell here. Been putting off something for a little while here. So about a year ago or so, bought a new welder. We're busy at the shop here. We got quite a few guys. We got a few guys working. And so if you got two guys working, two guys welding, you're short a welder. So probably a year, maybe even more than that, year and a half, I bought a new Miller welder, and I was gonna do an unboxing video, but I've been putting it off, we added on to the shop. I just feel like it's always one thing after another, you know, things are getting away. But so today I decided, you know what, let's get this unboxing done, get this welder out, check it out, see how it works, and use it. Didn't have much going on this afternoon, so I'm gonna set the camera up on the stand and let's pull this Miller Multimatic out of the box and check it out. All right, guys, got everything out of the box here. So I'll show you what we get. Off camera, I got this nice welder cart here. So set the welder on the cart. Got two bottles on here. So in the kit, you get two regulators. You get both of these regulators. Cool thing about that is for TIG welding, you want to have argon only, which is this bottle. And so you have your own argon bottle, and then for TIG welding, and then for MIG welding, you would have your mix. So your 75-25. 75% argon, 25% carbon dioxide. So what's cool is you have both bottles here ready to go. Both of them are hooked up. Both of them are ready to rock. So you don't have to switch back and forth. You know, it has two inlets back here. So you just plumb them plumb them both into the machine, and the machine will switch back and forth for you, which is pretty cool. So you get that. Also in the box, you get a spool of wire for MIG welding, of course. You get a couple wrenches, and then you get, so this right here, this is your foot pedal for TIG welding. The cool thing about this is, a lot of times when you get a foot pedal for TIG welding, it's a smaller, kind of cheaper foot pedal. They don't have the same sensitivity that a professional pedal like this has. So it's cool that you get this pedal with this machine. So I would have thought you would have gotten probably a smaller foot pedal with this machine, but you don't. You actually get the same foot pedal you would get for like a Miller Dynasty, which is like kind of their high-end TIG welder. So you're getting the same foot pedal, which is pretty sweet. Then in this box here, you got your torch for MIG welding. You know, just your standard torch for that, which is pretty sweet. Then this is your TIG torch, so it's just a standard TIG torch. When I bought this, I added, I like using the smaller torch. A lot of times when you're trying to like get into like a small area, welding the chassis, welding tubing, you want a smaller torch just to kind of get in those tight spots. So I got that. You know, basically you can slide this down, you know, and then take this one off, put this one on, and it gives you more of a compact setup for when you're TIG welding. Pretty sweet. Obviously your ground clamp, so pretty standard thing there. And then this is your you know, what you would use for stick welding. So we don't stick weld around here very much. You know, maybe if I buy a farm and have some farm tractors, this could come in handy. Or you know, if you got that mobile job you want to do, and you don't want to lug around a bottle and all that, maybe that would come in handy. But we probably won't use this very much. I might just plug it in sometime just for fun. You know, I haven't stick welded since high school. And then they give you your cups and parts and pieces for TIG welding, depending on what you're doing. So this truly is, you know, a great setup for someone that's starting out. If you want to learn how to TIG weld, if you want to learn how to MIG weld, if you want to be able to just buy one package and have all the pieces in it, this is by far the way to go, man. You get everything you need. I mean, you even get wrenches. You even get this cool gauge that tells you material thicknesses, which is pretty cool. So they pretty much give you everything. The only thing you don't get in this box would be this welder cart. That would be the only additional thing maybe you would have to buy. Or what a lot of people do is they buy a welder, They get on Amazon, they buy some caster wheels, and the first little project they do is build a welder cart. That's what you get in the box. Pretty sweet. Right, let's get this thing put together. This is the MIG gun. Got a spool of wire. One other thing I forgot to mention also about these newer Miller machines is a lot of them you can run on 220 or you can run them on 110. So they give you this little adapter right here. So if you need to weld a handrail, you know, somewhere where all you have is 110, you can put this adapter on. The machine will automatically detect that it is 110. So you don't have to worry about switching anything inside the machine. But then you can go ahead and, you know, weld a handrail or whatever. Or if you're a race team or something and you have a race trailer, you can, you know, you'd be able to plug this into a smaller, you know, lower power source. So definitely a very mobile machine. Obviously with a 110 hookup, you don't have as many amps, you know, so if you have some really thick material you're trying to weld, you know, you're probably not going to be able to get the amperage you need. But for something that doesn't take a lot of amps, or if you just wanted to tack something, super handy to have. We got our wire in there. We got the wire started in the, you know, in the torch. Got our bottles on, hooked up. There you go. One for TIG welding, one for MIG welding. So now let's go ahead and get the wire ran through the torch. Obviously, keep your bottle closed for now. There's no sense in wasting gas. So let's do that. There we go. So now let's find our electrode here. Is this, let's see if that's it. Yep. All right, got that in there. Cut it off. All right, all set. All right, so we're all wired up, got the machine on. Just wanted to show you guys the display here a little bit. I'm not an expert with it yet, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So over here you can see you've got the different styles of welding. You got flux core, you know, all your different MIG settings, MIG aluminum. For MIG aluminum, you would actually need a spool gun, so that'd be a separate attachment. You can see there, kind of gives you a display of how to hook that up. But anyway, then you get down into your TIG aluminum and TIG steel. So TIG aluminum, that actually, the machine will put itself in AC. So it's pretty cool. It gives you a little display there of how to hook the machine up for that. And then TIG steel, and then stick. So pretty awesome. Miller has definitely simplified it, especially for like a beginner, for a guy that isn't sure, you know, how to set it up. So another cool thing, like on MIG welding and on TIG, all of the different ones, when you set your material thickness, you can just scroll through all the different material thicknesses. It automatically sets your volts and wire speed, you know, for the thickness, which is pretty cool. Sometimes starting out, it can be a little bit of a struggle to know what voltage and what you know, feed rate for the wire to set the machine at. So they have definitely kind of set you, you know, basically get you some good defaults here so you can kind of get started. You know, you might want to, as you're welding, adjust some of that as you're going if you want to fine tune it, but I would think that it's pretty well dialed in out of the box here. So just wanted to show you guys that display. Super easy to use, very user-friendly, and pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. This is the Multimatic 220 AC/DC MIG TIG stick welder. I mean, what a cool machine. So I mean, very versatile. Excited to use this thing in the shop. Excited to TIG weld with it. I need to get my my argon bottle is empty. My small argon bottle is empty, so I can't TIG right now. We are super excited to use this machine, and just kind of excited to how versatile it is. So hope you liked the unboxing. Hopefully it was somewhat informative. Go check it out, guys. See you later. Bye.